Yo, what's going on YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists everywhere? It's time for another episode of On The Bench with Pete. Got a little bit of a different one for you this time, as I'm working, for two reasons. One, I'm not at my usual bench. My usual bench is the one down there. This is actually my gaming table, or part of it, but I'm using it to kind of expand. Reason being, my daughter was out here painting with me the other day as well. She's getting more into the painting side of the miniatures and things, which is great. And I was just showing her a couple of bits and bobs, and I want to get this Mice and Mystics done. So Mice and Mystics, different bench. So I've just basically opened all the contents of Mice and Mystics. I'm going through the characters for colour schemes and whatnot, and all the things. Fortunately it's not a lot, thankfully it's only 22 miniatures, so not as bad as, say, a box of Zombicide or something like that, so it should be fairly quick to do. I've started on some of it, as you will see soon. Anyway, let's just get to it. Hey everyone, so here they are, as you can see, all the different figures. That's all of them. Working on Tilda at the moment. I'm just going to do her little, it's got a little pouch on her waist. I'm using a bit of a Zameshi Desert for that one, it's a nice light brown, which will soon be darkened up by Agrax Earthshade. So I'll just thin that down with a drop of water. Trouble with these Citadel pots is you get paint all over your hands sometimes because they don't seal shut very well. Anyway, time is actually 3:36 on a Sunday afternoon. So I'm recording this for next week. So I got it done. I like to kind of be in credit with the video uploads, do you know what I mean? And you get to paint along with me. Or build along with me, whatever you want to do really. There's a good chance to get some stuff done anyway, so we both get something out of it, hopefully. So I've just been shopping today. Hardly exciting stuff, but oh, you know. So got that done. I've got to finish decorating our bedroom next week, but I'm going to get prom out of the way first, for like my daughter's prom. So just getting that done. There's always stuff you got to get done, like sort the car out and things like that. Right, so I've done quite a bit. Put quite a bit of Zameshi Desert onto my palette now, because I'm going to be doing I forget what he's called, Magus. Yeah, Magus. Bit of thinner. Right. May even start with this brush, using this brush. Now he's on here with one of the rats, so let's bear in mind I've actually done his skin. I'll make his belt darker. Not that it's really that much darker in the picture, but and the pouch just to differentiate it from his robe. I'll do leather effect on that, I think. And although this is lighter than the picture foretells, it'll be darkened up with Agrex Earthshade soon enough. I really can't wait to get going with this this game. It's going to be brilliant. A great alternative to Zombicide. There are many alternatives, but I realise I'll have to do his tail as well after. For a board game, there's an incredible amount of detail on these miniatures. More than you normally get, I would say. Mind you, Zombicide's got quite a lot of detail on, so I'm starting to get used to it now. This guy is kind of like a magic user of the group. He's got like a little ladybird on his arm. Which would be quite cool to do. It's a nice colour, this Zameshi Desert, I have to say. I'm glad I purchased this game because it's got expansions to it as well, but I'm going to be running through this game on camera along with my Beyond the Gates of Antares stuff I'll be doing as well, so that's all coming up. Let you guys know, those of you that watch these episodes. So I've got Beyond the Gates of Antares coming up and Mice and Mystics. We'll get back to the Dungeons and Dragons miniature painting soon as well. So it's been a while since I've done one of those. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll wait until I've done all the browns on there till I put a shade wash on it now. Right, time for a sip of coffee and see what else. Just looking through the cards here. I know one thing I can do is the metal. I've got some Necrons on the go here actually, which my daughter is going to be painting up maybe next week. And I've got this lead belcher. It's actually a pre-finned lead belcher, but Needs a little bit more thinner in it. That's better. When it runs down off the lid like that, I know it's nicely thinned. So I'm going to be doing all the weapons with this. Well, the ones I can easily do. This is filch, I think. And what I'll probably do is coconut and skin and whatnot. I've done his skin. What I'll do is cloak and stuff first, but as soon as I've got the lead belt chart, I might as well do his blade. Right. There, that looks alright. Anyone else with a sword? I'll worry about the hilts and that later. Yeah, going on. I'm not sure who this is. I think this might be Colin. Character called Colin. I've got some reds to do later as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Colin. Like I say, it's quite a good bit of detail on these. Like the rats, this is going to be quite straightforward. These sword things they are quite cool. So yeah, I'll run an example game or a tutorial or something. There must be a tutorial or something in the book that I can demonstrate. If not, I'll just make up a little scenario or something. I mean, that's got to be possible, right? Right, he says. I'm sorry we didn't film our last episode of Zombicide. Our last game of Zombicide. We were just having too much fun. We just kind of wanted to get into prison really. It was a very hard game. It took us 2 attempts, I'll say that. It took us 2 games to get into prison. We didn't play them on the same day, we played them like the day after and stuff. So it just went on for a long time. It's a big game. We did throw a smattering of crows in it, but what we did was the house rule we used was when we selected a card that was the crows for the you know, the encounters and that, because they're so difficult, we only got the crows on a roll. We roll the dice then, and on a roll of the one we get the crows. It's the only way we could do it really, otherwise we'd never have done it. Not with crows, I don't think. Just my opinion. These swords are looking quite cool now. My wife and daughter are currently watching a movie. And I didn't do anything yesterday, so I thought, well, they suggested it actually. I think they want to watch a sort of movie that mothers and daughters watch. You know, I would have stayed and watched movies with them, but I know I need to get this done. Yeah, I know it's a choker, right? But yeah, it's true. I do need to get these done though, and so I thought I would. I'm gonna need to get my black for the eyes, I think. I like it when it works like this, where you can do a lot of the same colour on different models. Kind of a bit more of a production line going on there. So when I've done this, I'll look at the models. I've already found what I think may be another area of metal. To do. Sorry about that, everyone. My daughter just came to check on me because my wife had a phone call, so I thought she'd come out here and see what I was doing whilst she was waiting for that. So they're, like I say, they're watching a movie, but then someone phones up, so you know what that's like, right? Spilt paint on there, which is quite irritating. I'll use thinners on that later. Right, get paint all over my hands. This is the thing with Citadel paint pots. It's one reason I quite like these Vallejo dropper bottles. They're kind of cool. Right then. When that one's dry, no, actually, I'll use a bit of rat skin flesh in the inside of her ears. And that can also be prior to shade wash. Let's find a better brush for this one. That might be too small, but it'll be handy later when I do the eyes. That one might work. It's an old little fine detail brush. So for rat skin filler, just putting some on my palette. I'm using water for a lot of these because they're very small areas, so it doesn't overly matter too much. Right. I think that'll do. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Magus, he's got the similar sort of thing going on in his ears, but I may do his skin a bit different. I'm not sure. Put the wash on him first, see how that comes out. Yes, I'll do that. Yeah. Right. So, how's she drying? Well, I've got to get some black for the eyes. Just gonna do that. Black, black, black. Just use a Baden black for now. So Baden black for now, and then yeah. What was the other thing I was doing? Looking at what else could be metal. Well, I think shoulder pads and wrists could be metal. Yeah, we'll do that. Wherever you are, lead belcher, right here. Right in front of me. This is another great thing about just painting different models like this. Is that you can just... You've got the variety. Sometimes it goes by a lot quicker when you're doing it this way, I find. It might not always be the most efficient way of doing things, but hey, it works for me. And that's what you got to do. Right, it's got a kind of a bracelet, metal bracelet thing on here, so these models, like maybe a shackle or something, I don't know. Can't wait to start finding out the story behind it all. You know, like why, on the other hand too, why they've all been turned into mice and stuff. Given the fact that these rats have swords and things, it looks like, I don't know, maybe they were once part of the castle soldiers or something, but I might be totally wrong on that. Totally wrong. Yeah, I'll do both wrist bracelets in lead belcher. So I'll do the hilts a different colour. I might put gold on the knobbly bit. If you could see the model, you'd know what I was talking about, but I know what I'm on about. That's the main thing. I should have brought another one of my lights over here. Trouble is, it's a darker day outside, so the natural light coming in isn't that great right now. It's a good job I got these office lights up here. Right. Yeah, I think that works. So I'll do the strap. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. So let's paint these. There's a shoulder guard as well. Really breaks it up. They're nicely posed models, these. I mean, at the moment I know nothing about the game, right, but the poses of the models just look quite almost dynamic. I don't know, it's just like this rat's waiting with one fist on the ground and the other one's holding the sword. It's like, you know, he's waiting to go into combat, and that's cool. When my daughter was here, I just said to her that you're painting up the Necrons next week. I said, yeah, that's cool, so that'll be good. Paint my Necrons, get them done. I know some of you are thinking, Necrons? He hasn't got Necrons? Aha. Because I said it now. See, if you watch these episodes, you'll know what I'm doing. So I've got something very special planned. As you're my kind of therapy listeners and I speak my thoughts to you, I can tell you stuff. I'll tell you what I've got planned for the channel in the upcoming months. I have, as you know, last year I did Orcs in October, and I just called it Orctober. Oh, that's quite funny. Which is something Jay started with Mini Wargaming. And he also did something else, which I didn't do at the time, but I'm going to do this year. After October is November, and he did Necronvember, which is what I'm going to do. Get my Necrons done. But before all that, got August. And I'm going to do Astra Militarum August. Because I ordered the... cut a long story short, I ordered the Start Collecting Astra Militarum box from GW. It didn't turn up, and I was a bit miffed. But after phoning them, their excellent customer service, they resent it, or you know, whatever. And it turned up like the next day. And I was like, yeah, you got them now. So I've got those to do. So that's 2 new armies that I'm quite excited about. Astra Militarum and Necrons. So yeah, I'm semi-excited about the Mark III rules for War Machine. I don't know what differences they've got added, updated, improved upon, whatever. I'm sure it'll be better, or you know, overall. I'm sure there'll be some people that will say, oh, they've done this and that's rubbish. But I'm sure overall, my experience overall, updates are usually better. And I can't wait for the new Tyrannid Codex so we can get all the rules in one place. At the moment they're all over the place. Don't know whether you're coming or going. It'd just be nice to have them in one book, so I'm trying to minimise what books and bits and bobs I need to play the game, you know, when we're playing a game. Nothing worse than having data sheet upon data sheet, you know, stuff you need. I was like, oh man, really? One book, just flip through, find what you need, job done. I suppose more for building the armies, but hey. 3 more to do of these rats with their metal bits. It's getting quite warm in here, you know. Channel I subscribe to is called WAS D20, or was D20 I suppose, I don't know. It was showing his kind of work area, play area, you know, man area, whatever you want to call it, and he was asking to, you know, see other people, so I just sent him the link to my studio build playlist, and he watched them and said, oh, he liked it and stuff, so that was kind of cool. I like seeing people's work areas too, it's good. It's funny how when you get used to a model, you've painted more than a few of them, kind of get to know all the nooks and crannies and what the difficult bit's going to be and what to watch out for and stuff. That's quite cool. I like that. I'm going to do a sticky out bit like a brass or something on his bracelets, shackles, whatever they are, I don't know. Yeah, that's that one. 2 more. I have to be quite careful when I do the null oil on these metal bits. Don't want it running too much. I have to pick a small brush to do it with. Oh, the old wash brushes from Citadel I thought were brilliant for that. Just a little too big. Got any other games on my would like to get in the future list? Yes, well, I thought I wanted to get Mansions of Madness, but I'm not sure if I like all the models in that. I have to. I'm on the fence still about that one. I mean, I like the characters models, but some of the monsters are a bit weird, I think. There's weird and then there's weird. Some things can be too weird for me. Okay, last but not least. When I've done this, I'm going to apply the shade wash to Tilda and Magus, is he called? The shade washes take the longest to dry. And we'll get them done. I looked at the Ghostbusters board game as well, that looks quite good. Not sure what it plays like. Anybody out there's got it or played it or whatever, just let me know. How does it compare? The other thing, well, see, what I like about the games I've got is they're cooperative games. But I think now and again it would be nice to have a game that pits me against the other players, as opposed to working with them. Just now and again. This is the last one, nearly done on him. This then, after this will be like, I don't know, an hour or whatever it is of painting that I won't have to do again on these guys, because I'll have done it. And you know, that's a great feeling. Right, so there we go for that one. Shade wash. Tilda Magus. Before I do that, wash these brushes out. Right. I might use a standard brush for the shade wash on this one. Love these big pots of shade wash. They do go down really quickly. No, actually I've changed my mind. I'm going to use the normal wash brush. Gotta watch these cloaks, you know. Or any clothing really. Shade washes tend to pull up very easily. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So we'll have the same problem with this chappy here. Let's see how he looks with this. Not too bad actually. Not too bad at all. Now, those are going to take some time to dry. Let's see. To mop up some of that. Yeah, so that's not bad at all. I will. What will I do next? Got rhinoxide, so I can do these straps on the shoulder guards of the rats. What I find with rhinoxide is often, although it's a base paint, it goes on rather thinly, so the dampness of the brush is all you need. So I'll just apply this. On here. I'll do a leather effect on these straps. And the other sort of pouches or whatever. But yeah, that looks great. I think that looks good. Right. So that's the pouch, that's the strap done on him. I'll put him to one side, thoroughly dry then. I'll put Tilda there as well. Then now I can proceed to do the same on all of these guys here. Depends how far you want to go with the detail of these. I mean, they've got little button things on the ends of the straps. But really, do you need to do that? I don't think so. But do you want to do it? Possibly, I don't know. Talking to myself here that... No, I'm talking to you guys. So, on the benches are great. My favourite one to do, because it's nice to do a video, no matter what sort it is, but to also do some work too. I like that. I have to start doing another tutorial sometime. Don't know what yet. Haven't quite decided. Yeah, I think my daughter's getting quite into the painting side of this. I mean, before I got into the hobby, I mean, I knew about it, obviously. I would have been, and I've painted miniatures in the past. I painted my original Hero Quest, and that was hard going. That was very hard going, but I've always been quite scared of the painting. Scared to mess it up, get it wrong. Once you overcome that, you open up a lot more scope for what you can do. Watching The Walking Dead again last night. It's getting very interesting. Of course, I'm only on season 4 at the moment, coming to the end of it. To be honest, I don't want to rush it because I don't want to run out, but you know what it's like. Because it will be a tough act to follow. I mean, I've got loads of other series to watch in its place, but Walking Dead I must say is, I haven't finished watching it yet, is a very, very good series. Yeah, these straps are coming on alright. Well, I have 2 more to do after this, I believe. And then I think we can call it a day. Done some good work. I know this wasn't part of my unbuilt / unpainted models list, but it's been good to do. Got a bit of a dilemma about Brodie the cat though. Where can I get a decent Brodie model? Because I don't think I have the skills to make one. If those of you that don't know, Brodie is the castle's cat. As a token, because of the size of the cat mouse relationship, it wouldn't have worked very well. But a lot of people have made their own miniature to represent Brodie. I think it kind of looks better, but I don't know anywhere where you can get a model of a cat. You know, that would be kind of a good plastic model. And it doesn't need to be exact proportional to these guys, but just bigger really. I've not had much success in finding a model like that. If you type in Brodie the Cat, Mice and Mystics, it comes up with some stuff people have done. Looks amazing, but I don't know where they got it or how they did it. So if any of you out there have done this, please give me a link to the video you did or whatever, or send me a link to someone that did their own Brodie. That would be kind of cool. Well, I would like something other than a cardboard token. Getting there. So I'm just putting these over there because they're done then. I'll move them all back then, and then I'll end it. And then that will be my On the Bench with Pete episode, whatever I'm on. I think I still got a long way to catch up with Jay's on the paint along with Jay's yet, but you know, I'll just keep going with it, keep going, keep painting, keep building. I mean, I've certainly noticed a difference in my shelf of shame, which has dwindled right down, and that's a good thing. I'm still busy with the painting. Don't know if there'll ever be an end to it, but it would be nice to one day turn and go, I've got nothing left to paint, I've painted it all. What next? And I can look to new projects. There we go. You heard a crack just into my bones. So I'll bring these guys back. Which is just differentiating which ones I've done. Okay, so I'm going to end it there. So thank you once again for joining me on this On the Bench episode. Hope you had fun painting along, building along, whatever you were doing along. We're really ridding the world of unpainted miniatures. Get our unpainted miniatures painted or built. Got to build them first, right? Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, remember, all brushes lead to war, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.